want to hear your score prediction, and then I also want to hear some of your other thoughts on the game itself before we wrap up.
All right, I'm going to say 17-13 49ers. I think the Niners win this game, and I think they win it because of their defense. And afterwards, everyone makes it about Brock. And they say that he's the greatest quarterback of all time, the franchise quarterback. You got to stick with him. Maybe. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to make a bad offense look bad. People are going to be surprised because it's Tom Brady, but really that offense has been bad all freaking year. They scored, 17 points? 16, 17 against New Orleans? Okay, yeah. Well, this defense 17. Is better than that. So you're going to score about 13 against the Niners. 13.
Yeah.
You're going to score about 13 against the Niners. The Niners probably should score a little bit more than that. Although, I don't know. I mean, Tampa's defense is great too. So yeah. I'm saying 17-13. It could be 15-13. I don't know. Something very low scoring. The Niners winning.
This is unfortunate. I'm the negative one today, I guess. I actually have the Buccaneers winning this one. I said it was either 17-13 or 17-16 Buccaneers over the Niners. It was the reason being Buccaneers, the last 5 games that they've had, all one-score games. They lost to the Ravens by less than a touchdown. They beat the Rams by a field goal, beat the Seahawks by 5 points.
They beat the Rams by a field goal? Oh, my God, dude. That's the best you could do.
And it was at home, too. It was at home.
I'm just saying, man. Something went wrong with this team. Something wrong with this team, dude. That's the best you could do. Wow.
Oh, that's not even it. They lost to the Browns 2 weeks ago. They lost to the Browns.
I'm not
by
picking
6.
There's something wrong with the Bucs, man. To beat the Niners, you better have your shit together. I don't know what the Bucs do. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say the Bucs. I just think that they have right now. It doesn't seem like their formula is great, but they have a propensity for winning these gritty games recently. I think that's huge. And
if it's a close game left, if it's a close game late, and is Purdy against Brady, like
exactly
who you betting on? Yeah, exactly.
I think in a way this is a much tougher defense than that Brock Purdy's going to face. And the biggest thing, I think. I want to pull up that comment because I did agree with it. Barry Aballer brought up the linebacker core. Devin White, Levante David. David's a pretty good coverage corner or coverage linebacker. I think that them two manning over the middle is going to be pretty big and might make Brock Purdy a little uncomfortable in the pocket. And they've got a pretty good defense overall. I mean, safeties might not be there. The corners though are pretty solid. So I do think that it might make Brock Purdy a little more uncomfortable in general.
Yeah, and those linebackers probably have a bigger impact on the game than the safeties would because Brock's really not throwing the ball down the field like that. So the underneath coverage might, if he wants to throw those digs and stuff, like, okay, well, you got to deal with Devin White and Levante David, just like Brady's got to deal with Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner.
Yeah.
Have you hit 1,000 subscribers yet? Are you there yet?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not looking.
Let me see if I'm subscribed. I don't know if I've subscribed.
Is Cohn about to be the 1,000th subscriber?
Hold on.
How do I check?
Okay, there's your YouTube channel.
I'm at 999.
I don't subscribe. I'm 1,000.
No way. That's crazy. Yeah, it just says 1K. You're the 1,000.
Yeah. Nice.
That's freaking wild.
Sorry, I didn't do it already. Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
You did it, dude. Hey, now you can go get monetized, man.
Yeah.
Go get some of that paper. That's what's up.
I'm gonna be like you. 80 million.
I wish I had a monetize. I wish I had a monetized YouTube channel when I was in college, man. I was so broke in college. It would have changed everything.
Look at you now. Just look at you now, my man.
All right, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. I see one question from the comments before we continue. Would you do this? Burford to right tackle, Brunskill at right guard. Would you do this next year?
I think Brunskill's a free agent.
Yeah, but I'd assume he's meaning re-sign.
Yeah, him and McGlinchey. You could mess around with it. Or you could try Brunskill at right tackle. I mean, Brunskill actually has played that in the NFL. But again, to me, they're both guards. To your point. They're both probably best suited at guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Brunskill ends up playing right guard. I would prefer it to be the guy you drafted in the 6th round, Nick Sakel, unless you want him to play center. I mean, I think you have a couple of options. I think this center class, though, in the draft, obviously in the college world, I've done a little bit of the scouting. This center class is nice in the middle rounds. I think the 49ers could pick up a starting caliber center if they do get one in the middle rounds. Now, are they going to do that? Are they going to do that? We'll
I'm not a big Jake Brendel fan, man. I feel like he's been, better than you could hope. But no, yeah.
he got to be gone though. I'm unfortunate. He got to be gone. But no, Brunskill would not surprise me if he plays at right guard. They've played replacement level players at certain
Also,
positions in
don't
the
forget
past.
Jason Poe. That dude is nice, even though he's
Yeah,
6 feet tall or 5'11". Wait for Jason.
100%.
Maybe they want him to be a center. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time, but he's got talent. People saw him in the. He's
Yeah, I
the
know.
freaking Jordan Mason of the offensive line room. Wait for Jason Poe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
size is the only thing that's really stopping. I think
yeah.
you could see a line of, I mean, the left two guys are set. You could see a line maybe of Poe at center, Zakel at right guard if they trust those two enough, and then Burford if they're trying to get younger, right? Obviously, McGlinchey, like I said, already 28. When you saw what they did last offseason was they really made a move to get younger and add players with several years of team control. Travarius Ward, they added him over Stephon Gilmore, 32-year-old. Gilmore's had a
Smart.
great season, but it's smart, right? For team building. You got a 3-year deal,
Yes.
get a guy through his prime. I mean, some of the smaller names even, right? George Odom was only 28, I believe, but Oren Burks was only 25. All these players that you could develop into bigger roles. McLeod, yeah, he's only 25 as well. The guys that they signed last year were to multi-year deals and also younger players to help fit them. Would not be surprised if they go younger at the offensive line as well. Try and develop it because this is the trade. I mean, I'm not going to say it definitively, but I'm expecting next year to be also, in a way, the start of the Trey Lance era because this year was not. You get a 2-3 year window now with Trey Lance when he's on his rookie deal. Develop your team as you go. Continue to add to the pieces. You get younger at places. That means you get cheaper at places, which means you can extend more players, get better players, insulate your roster the best.
Agree.
I think that is all for today, though. Don't see too many other questions. So before we end, Grant, obviously got to give a shout out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tuning into the show, but also coming on and giving your support as always. Really appreciate it, guys.
My pleasure.
You got to be subscribed to Grant for sure. And he's done a great job helping out so many other people. Obviously, you're one of the reasons why people like me have gotten into this business, and so I appreciate you for what you've done. And
thank you.
Any last words?
Nah, man. This was hella fun. Make sure you watch Rohan. He's a superstar. Make sure you watch him all the time and subscribe. And he's on Twitter too. You'll learn more about the 49ers if you follow Rohan.